Good morning. This is Tini Norkia from the Norkia family Philippine adventure. Just set this camera a little bit more. Just some feedback on our progress here from the Philippines. We in Davao City in the suburb Mantal. Very hot, very humid. This morning is terrible humid. Humidity is very high. It's not even raining in the evenings. It's very dry. The other parts like Luzon and Cebu Islands, I get much more rain is what we're receiving here. Rain is not so high. Just to give some feedback that I've noticed on the news this morning in the Philippines. Some headlines in their papers. The ERC, this is the Electrical Regulatory Commission of the Electricity. You see there's a request. It's a very good request due to all these storms that some of the islands that got very massive big damage due to the typhoons. I see there's a request that there must be a ease on the electrical accounts for the people not to pay back. But I think it's very good. All the storm effective areas, it's a very good idea to give these people a bit of a relief on the storms, and because it's difficult for them to rebuild their lives and their houses and everything that they need to do. Something I just want to give feedback on about the American that's been abducted, Elliot Eastman. This story is for me. There's so many comments about it. I'll just give feedback what's in the news this morning. See that there's plus minus 6 people, suspects arrested. So far it's not linked to any terrorist group. That's one thing I can see. Also they reckon there's no proof of even of life or where this guy is. But they've got 6 suspects that's arrested, that has been investigated. So it's bad, this thing. There's some people suggested that they reckon maybe this was an inside job. But let's see what the outcome will be. I hope he's still alive and safe. Something also very big in the politics now, because elections is coming up, and it seems to me that the government of the day is busy cleaning up most of the corruptions, and there's investigation on the previous president Duterte. I noticed that he confessed that he had the death squads. That was his idea, and he was in charge of the death squads or something like that. And there's a confession made by him under oath before the Senate, and this confession, copy of the confession, has been sent to the ICC. But this is all internal politics that was going on. They reckon there's plus minus 6,200 people been killed while he was mayor of Davao City, cleaning up all the drug problems. That's a lot of people that's been killed. There's a lot that can be said about this. Pros and cons, but that's something I noticed that's in the papers, and a very big discussion with everyone. And I know he wants to make a comeback as mayor next year in the elections as mayor for Davao City. But something what is also a big concern is the world we're living in. It's a very, as I said, it's on the edge of a knife. There's a lot of wars and rumors of wars going on. The Israeli war against the terrorist state of Hezbollah, Hamas, Iran, Houthis is a big thing. It's going more than 1 year, and also the Russia, Ukraine is more than 2 years. And then there's a new development that North Korea have sent plus minus 10,000 troops to assist the Russians in the fight against Ukraine. So it's getting wider and wider. More and more countries being involved, as some of the leaders in the world already mentioned that it's like a third world war is already kicked off. There's so many nations is involved and connected in all these wars. Even as what I mentioned with the last strike of Israel on Iran, that most of that missile and drone manufacturing factories is being permanently damaged for a long term, more than 1 year. It will take to rectify it. And they are supplying the Russians with drones and missiles. So there will be a shortage now supply to the Russians. So it is all interconnected, and it's very bad. I noticed also that the government of the day in the Philippines, they mentioned, Marcos Jr. mentioned that he hoped that there will be peace between China and Philippines about the West Philippine Sea, that there will be peace and they can come to a sort of agreement, not to escalate to conflict, what is good for all of us, because it's a potentially to escalate in a very high conflict. As I said already, Indonesia is also in a conflict with the Chinese on some of the islands. So there's lots of these rumors going on and lots of these fighting in the world. And I noticed all the elections that's coming on, there's a lot of friction, internal friction, internal conflict even in governments about the change of governments. People's not happy, and I think at the end of the day, everyone just want a safe life, safe environment for their children. That's why I've chosen the Philippines. It's a safer environment than South Africa, much safer. That's why I want that's my daughter and my wife. We're here and not decided to continue our living in South Africa, because South Africa, the crime is still high, the movement of mafia and gangsters is high there, and especially with the white skin, you're always in a risk for any major trouble. But leave it there. That is what it is. Further on, we're doing well here. Today is the last day of the month, and I'm busy with the summary of our sales. Our sales is very good, a very positive sign, not bad. And the boarding house sales also bad. The only big issue that we have is the Davao District Water, that's the supplier of the water. There's many water outages. Low pressure of the water due to water pipes leaking. It's a major issue, and lucky we've got a backup reservoir that's 1 cube, 10,000 liters of water for the boarding house. But still, it's a high risk. It's a very high risk for without water. It's uncomfortable. On the electrical supply side, we don't have so many brownouts. I think. That's not in a month, maybe 2 months, 2 months time. That's not a big issue for us, but the water is really a major issue. The water pressure dropped during the day, sometimes it's totally off, like so. Last night, many water pipe leaks, and then these areas water is being isolated and cut off, and people sit without water. It's not good. There's questions maybe that the quality of the installation of the water, of the supply pipes, is not very good and very well done. But that's only a big major issue. Otherwise, we've done well. We're all very healthy, no problems. We eat still good, very good meals in the evenings. That is not something to be complained about. And just the humidity during the day is very high, but with all the fans in the house and aircon in the evening, we can manage it quite well. So I just want to say thank you for everyone for listening. Please subscribe, I see my subscribers is not increasing, it's just stagnating. Give me a thumbs up and send me a comment. And God bless. Take care. Bye. Project today that we completed is made a shoe rack. 3 shoe racks. All the shoes and the running shoes is in there. Looks not bad. I've made another shoe rack there on the side, but this one looks good. I think the shoe rack is not too bad. Well, at least you've got to do it yourself. You complete the shoe racks.